to offer you. This city is rich in many ways. Connie Mack Stadium, named for a man whose name will never be forgotten in Philadelphia or the Baseball Hall of Fame.
It's batter up around the nation. The weather's fine in Philadelphia's Shibe Park, where the Phillies open against the National League's pennant-winning Brooklyn Dodgers. Favored with the first-day crowd of 29,000 are last year's most valuable National Leaguer, Jackie Robinson, and Eddie Waitkus, shot last summer by a mad teenager. The hometown fans don't mind seeing the Phillies win either.
Stretches. So, Snyder takes full cut. Line drive to center field. Ashburn races in with the ball. Here comes the throw from center field. He is out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now Newcomb is set. In the stretch, delivering. Swinging a fly very, very deep toward left field. Moving back, Abrams. It's a home run. A home run for Dick Sisler. The Phillies lead 4-1. 1 out, and Sisler gets a left field home run. His 13th of the season. The Phils won the pennant. The Phillies won a thrilling ball game, as you know, and you can tell in the background just how excited these Phillies are over winning the pennant in 1950.
In last year's series, first for the Phils in 35 years, Yankee manager Stengel and Phillies manager Sawyer saw the Yanks take the first game 1-0. In the second game, Allie Reynolds, who had won 2 series games for the Yanks in '49, is hit for a single by the Phils' Mike Goliat. Eddie Waitkus follows up with a hit that hops over Coleman's head into right field. Goliat goes to third, and the Phillies get their big chance. Ashburn sends out a long fly, and the Phillies score as Goliat comes home after the catch. The game goes into extra innings, tied 1-1. In the 10th, Joe DiMaggio comes to bat for the Yanks. He connects for his first hit of the series, and what a hit into the upper deck in left center field. It's Jolton Joe's 7th World Series home run, and it spells victory for the Yanks 2-1.
In my first year as a pitcher with the Phillies, 1935, I had the pleasure of pitching to Babe Ruth. I used to see him in spring training when I was with the Braves because we both trained in St. Petersburg. I played third base in some of those games against the Yankees, and just for the hell of it, I used to move in on the grass when he'd come up to try to get him to hit one at me And don't think he couldn't whistle them down the line if he wanted to. Why did I do that? I don't know. Maybe just to get him to look at me, take notice of me. Well, when I faced him as a pitcher, he was past his peak, but he was still Babe Ruth, this great guy that I'd admired all my life. All I had then was the fastball, and I said to myself, well, if he's going to hit it, he's going to get the best one I've got. I wasn't trying to walk him, but I was trying to nick that outside corner. Well, I kept missing and ended up walking him. That's the only time I ever faced him. And I'll tell you the truth, I wouldn't have minded being one of his victims. Not at all.
National League season for the Dodgers and the Phillies is going to be opening up here in just a very few moments. 1-0 with a fastball, and there's a line shot hit into left field. Gino Ciboli chases over near the line and the wall. Up with it, fires in. Malcolm delivers, the runner goes. It's a pitch out. Roy Campanella fires down to Gilliam, the second baseman. They got him. And then the ball is dropped. Down rides the pitch, swung on, and popped into right field for a base hit. The run is rounding third and coming in to score. And the Phillies are leading 1-0. Roberts delivers, then swings on it, gets a hold of it. There's a long drive deep into left center field. Into the left center field stands for a home run for Don Zimmer to tie up the ball game. Boy, that little fellow really leaned into that one. That's the first hit and the first run off Roberts. One out, top of the fourth, no base runners. 3-2 delivery. Snyder swings. There's a line drive over the end of the corner. It goes. Snyder's digging for second. He slides. He's in there with a double. Roberts ready. Delivers. Sidearm curveball. Ferrillo hammers it out into right center field. That could be in the alley into the scoreboard. And Snyder is loping around third. He's coming on in to score. And it's a 2-1 ball game. So with 2 down, Lopata has walked. That'll be the first base on balls given up by Newcomb. Swings on this pitch and hits a line drive into right field. Ferrillo comes in to play it on the skip. Lopata goes to third base. Right-hand hitter. Newcomb delivers the fastball, and it's hit just inside third, down into the corner for a base hit. Lopata comes in to score to tie it up. Samoli is up with the ball, throws it into third base, but Bowman slides in there. Roberts waiting. The 2-0 delivery to him. Roberts swings, hits a fly ball deep to right field. Gorilla going back, can't get it. It's off the wall. Robin Roberts is digging for second base. He makes it with a stand-up two-bagger and 2-run score. Zimmer is on with a walk. 4-2, the Phils lead. Newcomb waiting. Swung a drive to right field. It's going to be in for a base hit. Here's Zimmer digging to third, and is in standing as Newcomb rips the single to right field. Here's a drive to right for a base hit. Zimmer in to score. Newcomb goes to second, makes the turn, and holds on there as the Dodgers now have pulled up a little closer to 4-3. Gilliam slapping a single to right field. 2-2 offering. Swung on and drilled right back to the middle for a base hit. Newcomb turns third, and here's the throw coming in. It'll be not in time. Ball game is tied. Snyder purposely fast to load him up, and it brings on Perillo, who doubled to the scoreboard in right center and drove in a run in the fourth inning. And swings a long fly ball to right center field. Here's the grab, and in to score comes Gilliam. Dodgers lead 5-4. Big Don winds and fires. A roller hit off the third baseline. Hernandez legs it out for a base hit. Pitch is swung on and driven along the right field line for a base hit. Fair ball into the bullpen. Hernandez coming around second, heads for third, around third, and in the score, and the ball game is tied up. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball hit back behind second, through the middle for a base hit. The runner's in, the Phils lead. 1 out, 8th inning. Rogers swings and there's a long one to left field. This one's going. This one is up in the upper deck, and it's a tied-up ball game. As Gil Hodges belts one out of here. It's tied up at 6-6. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 12th. Gino Samoli. Shot on curve, Samoli after it. Hits a long ball, a deep drive to left field. Into the left field stands for a home run for Gino Samoli to break the 6-6 tie. I kept telling you that boy could hit that long ball this year, and he just did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just been informed that this baseball game is being seen in Europe right now over the Telstar satellite. Let's give all the baseball fans in Europe a big hello from Chicago.
No score in the ball game. This point, the Phillies, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. The Cubs, no runs, 2 hits, no errors.
Well, we realize that all of this doesn't make much sense to you folks in Europe, but if we hadn't shown you a bit of our national game on this first transatlantic show, we'd never have heard the end of it. As a matter of fact, right now, our colleagues who are doing the translating are going crazy trying to say runs, hits, and errors in Swedish and Italian. In any case, here it is, a brief glimpse of American baseball played in the biggest arena in the world, all the way from Wrigley Field in Chicago to the Coliseum in Rome.
The crowd has been dished up a cliffhanger, and they love it. There are 2 out and 2 men on base. As pitcher Dick Raditz, the Boston Monster faces Johnny Callison. It's a storybook finish. Callison sends the first pitch soaring into the stands for a 3-run homer. It's all over but the frenzy at home plate as his National League teammates pour out of the dugout to form a welcoming committee for Johnny Callison, the hero of the hour. The scorecards show a 7-4 victory and a million thrills.
This crowd is absolutely holding its breath. High pop fly. This one is playable. The shortstop, Bobby Wine, is in foul ground. 1 out. Two strikes to count. Struck him out. Jim Bunning is 1 out from a perfect ball game. To a man there standing. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. Perfect game. A perfect game for Jim Bunning. Here come his teammates. Oh, what a happy scene for the Phils and Jim Bunning.
Richie Allen, who hit 40 homers last year, leads off the National League second inning. Dean Chance now faces the dangerous Philly slugger. Allen takes the first pitch, wide of the plate. Chance is now working on Ritchie with the count 1-1. He fires a breaking pitch, but Allen connects solidly, and there it goes. It's way, way back. It's a home run. A 400-footer that sails into the bleachers in deep right center. Now, that pitch was in a perfect spot, low and outside, and it's a tribute to Allen's great strength that he could slam a pitch like that such a tremendous distance. It's the first run of the game.
There is a line drive base hit into center field. 1 run will score. 2 runs have scored. The throw to third, and he's safe all around.
Connie Mack Stadium opened its doors for the last time on October 1st, 1970, with the Phillies entertaining the Montreal Expos. Thousands of fans began lining up hours beforehand, and they had more than the game on their minds.
And I think the reaction by the fans, not after the game, but even during the game, it started maybe the 6th or 7th inning. You know, people said, hey, I'd like to get a souvenir out of here.
By the 6th inning of the game, the sounds of ad hoc demolition could be heard all over the stadium. And when the Phillies finally won the game in the bottom of the 10th inning, all you know what broke loose.
And all of a sudden, everybody is ripping the seats apart. And maybe where we were, way up there on top, was the safest place to be right then. And I thought, well, yeah, what are they going to do about this? I mean, the place is being literally torn apart right before our eyes, and I thought, these people are crazy. And then I looked down and saw my 2 sons down there ripping off a seat, and believe it or not, I still have that seat.
By the time it was all over, souvenir hunters had taken seats, bats, gloves, baseballs, the sod, snack tins from concession stands, even toilets and sinks from the restrooms. It was an inglorious farewell for a grand old park.
Here's the way a smart trainer relaxes a big leaguer's tense muscles and steps up coordination. This is Richie Ashburn, flashy young outfielder of the Phillies. Richie burns up plenty of energy in 9 innings. You look tired.
I am.
How about your regular big league bracer?
I'm on my way now. Come along. That does it. A Gillette shave is a bracer for sure.
That figures. And what's more, Gillette shaves are quick, easy, and yes, sir, good looking.